Welcome back to Mass Effect 2, everyone. Welcome to the post-game. We finished the game last time. And yeah, it was kind of an epic squad organised assault on the collector base that was on the other side of the Omega 4 relay, and I'm pretty sure we all got out alive. And our big decision, besides the kind of allocation of crew members, was the decision as to whether we were going to blow it up or try and claim it for ourselves, because they were building a human-shaped or human-based style Reaper. We decided to blow it up. I feel like I explained my reasoning at the time, but it didn't really have anything to do with Cerberus, although that's a factor. I just don't think it was a good idea. I think Reaper Tech always ends up going wrong. But this episode, we're in the post-game now. That means we get to talk to Legion quite a bit more. And the plan basically is I'm going to give my thoughts on the game as a whole, just kind of as we go through. And we're going to go and do Arrival. This is conveniently fallen on my Saturday episode slot, so this means this episode can be a bit longer. So we're going to go and do a few side quests to progress Legion's dialogue. Talk to Legion, obviously. I'll edit a couple of those missions out because you've already seen them. The Blue Sun base and the missile launch thing. And then we'll go and do Arrival after that. So yeah, I'm going to just go and I'm going to try and talk to everyone now, because I don't know if there's going to be extra dialogue with the other squad mates.
Received a new message at your private terminal.
Yes, Kelly. Wait, what? Oh, did I just not mark this as red? I think so. I've not reloaded the wrong save, have I?
You came for us.
Oh, no.
I knew you would. Thank you. 1,000 times, thank you.
It's alright, Kelly. How are you feeling?
How are you doing, Kelly?
I'm holding up. Just can't get the memories out of my head. Trapped. Suffocating. It's oozing into every pore. Faint sobs echoing the confined space. But I can't dwell on it. I'm okay now. I'm alive. Back to the old Kelly.
Oh, not necessarily. She had like a Thane flashback. Well, I hope you'll be alright, Kel. How is everyone else?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now.
Oh.
Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
Take care.
I told you we'd tear the collectors a new one.
Yeah, Commander really pulled through.
You didn't tear anyone a new one. You got captured, buddy.
Hey, Shepard, glad that Collector Reaper crap is over.
I don't think it's over,
It
mate.
is over, right? It's never over.
Nope.
I assume everything's going well up here?
You know, this is really nice. EDI took up the slack in every department. I could get used to this kind of help.
It is not my intention to assume all of your responsibilities, Jeff.
No, I'm good. Just keep me updated. Quietly.
Just don't abuse your new power.
EDI isn't a crutch. I want your eyes on everything.
Eyes are easy, Commander. I got eyes covered.
I believe covering your eyes would be counter to Shepard's intention.
Human intentions are tough to read, EDI. But keep trying. You'll get the hang of it.
Joker.
All right.
Ever think about the old Normandy and the trouble we got up to?
Yeah, those seem like the good old days now, but come on, it was hell at the time. Geth, Saren, Sovereign, and then we got dumped. We're stuck in a weird place, sure, but back then it wasn't all sunshine and bunnies.
I'm sure we've asked him this, but
What happened to the rest of the old crew?
yeah.
I heard most survived.
Almost did. Presley didn't. The rest of us just sort of drifted apart. The Alliance didn't care. I don't think they liked all the non-humans in your crew. We were your team, Commander. With the Normandy destroyed and you gone, there wasn't much keeping us together.
That's it for now.
See ya, Commander.
Okay.
Yes, Shepard.
I want to know more about you.
Do you have a specific inquiry?
How are you getting along with Joker?
Jeff and I have established an equitable working relationship.
That's a little sketchy on details.
I am the Normandy. He is a skilled helmsman. I trust him to keep me operational. He trusts me to keep him alive.
Plus, she's less of a pain about downtime now that the Cerberus locks are off.
There's nothing wrong with off-duty distractions, though some of your extranet bookmarks are technically
Oh,
illegal
no.
in council space.
What?
That is a joke.
Oh dear.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
I'll explore the rest of those dialogue options after we've just tried to speak to everyone else. Yeah, so I mean, I've had a great time with the game. With Mass Effect 2 on its own. I mean, you can see what obviously you guys have told me that the whole series was planned as a trilogy, right? So I imagine the plan would have been for the first game to feel, to be in council space, and it to be more kind of about discovery, I guess, and getting acquainted with the whole situation and the emergence of the enemy. I don't know, but whereas in Mass Effect 2, we've been on the kind of the dark side of the galaxy. In Terminus systems where there's a lot of crime, a lot of backstabbing, a lot of dishonesty, a lot of morally grey things. So you can immediately see the contrast between the two games. I think it might be the same in Mass Effect 3, but I mean, the first two games, is to my experience, they do suffer a little bit with the pacing, a little bit, just because of you kind of know where the main missions are, and then so it spaces out the kind of stuff about the main quest a little bit at times. But I guess the main difference here is it kind of feels like there's, I don't know, was it much different in the first game? Like, a lot is kind of saved until the end, just that whole going through the Omega 4 relay. But I still feel like we're in an incredibly precarious position, right? I don't see any way of us winning this fight at all. I just don't see us being able to win. It feels like the Geth is the Geth of the trump card at the minute, a little bit, but I don't think they're going to be powerful enough to take on the Reapers. And I feel like the way it's going to go, we had the first game with the Alliance where we tried to do things kind of by the book, and that kind of hasn't worked out in the long run. We've got the second game where we're working for a powerful, albeit evil, let's just say evil corporation in Cerberus. So my prediction, I guess, would be that the third game is just, we're going to go independent. We're going to have to fund it ourselves. Maybe we steal this ship and kind of scrub off the Cerberus symbol and get rid of all the crew. And we're going to have to go independent, not Alliance, not Cerberus. We're just Shepard. We'll rely on our reputation, our favours, and our squad mates. We'll assemble our own loyal crew with the sole mission of taking on the Reapers. That would be my prediction. I can't imagine we're going to be working for either the Alliance or Cerberus in the third game, but I could be wrong. I don't know. I guess the major difference between this and the first game is just the whole size of the crew, and the kind of vast array of personalities we've had on board. That's been a real strong point, right? Just the variety, just all of them are interesting in their own way. I think the only kind of real forgettable character, I'm sorry to keep having a go at Jacob, but he is a bit forgettable, whereas I think everyone else was really interesting. Maybe Kasumi was a bit wooden, but everyone else, I mean, I loved Mordin to death. Miranda just ended up being extremely interesting, boisterous, had her own really haunting backstory. Tali and Garrus, it was great to have them back. I loved going to the migrant fleet. Jack had a haunting backstory, an incredibly tragic figure that I felt a lot of sympathy for. You know, Thane and Samara were kind of these monastic. They were Samara wasn't an assassin, but you know, they led similar lives in that sense, very kind of isolated. Well, not Samara's whole life, but her life as a Justicar. I guess Thane's whole life has been quite isolated, and yeah, they were quite ethereal. They were quite almost inspiring. Inspiring is the wrong word, but just they were great to talk to and learn about their histories and their cultures and their codes. You know, Grunt was actually quite interesting. I think his story tailed off a little bit. There was like a bit in the middle where he was really going through the torments of not knowing his identity, and that became really interesting. Maybe they could have fleshed that out a little bit more after Tachanka, I'm not sure. But the side questing got a lot better here. The side questing in general, particularly because it was tied to the squad mates, was a lot better here. There was a lot less kind of grindy side missions like there were in the first game. I guess it's just the whole working for Cerberus that can kind of make you feel uncomfortable the whole time when you see what they've done, like in Project Overlord in particular, what they did to Jack, what they did to Admiral Kaheku or whatever his name was in the first game. You know, it feels kind of wronged really to be wearing this uniform, but you know, needs must, I suppose. I mean, nothing else would have happened if we wouldn't have joined Cerberus, I guess. I'm just going to go off on tangents about the game as we kind of talk to everyone.
Destroyed, base in ruins. Extremely impressive.
Yes.
Elusive man will be displeased. Fortunately, not human myself. Not my problem.
Thanks, Modern.
Have you got a minute to talk?
Not a good time. Trying to map contamination vectors requires focus. Shipwide infection of human-tailored virus possible if I slip. Anything else?
I'll let you work.
We'll be here if you need me.
Okay, so they're not going to have anything brand new to say, but they might have a little just chime in a bit on the mission. Hey, Jacob.
Didn't expect you to light up that base, Shepard. Hell of a way to tell the boss you're quitting. I wish I could have seen his face. It's not over, though. Bad guys on the horizon. And now Cerberus wants your tail. Never boring, huh? I don't know what kind of time we have, but we better dust off and stay ready. You sure as hell know how to make enemies.
I'm interested in getting to know you better.
Already? I'm not big on forcing these talks.
We'll talk later.
Commander.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, the major improvement, obviously, from the first game has been the combat. I've enjoyed the combat a lot more in the second game. It was just a lot snappier. The movement is a bit more fluid. Yeah, I think it just in general, the combat flowed a lot better. The economy was a lot better. I wasn't like a multi-millionaire at any point, and the gear, I wasn't like overlaid in with gear and inventory management, which stressed me out in the first game. So that aspect was really good. There were a lot of interesting romance options, some that kind of blindsided me that I didn't really expect. The options of Thane and Garrus, they were really interesting options. I could see Garrus being a really interesting option, I suppose. I see him more as a close friend rather than a love interest, but that one of you said that actually has a lot of great dialogue, and it'd be interesting to maybe look at in a second playthrough or multiple playthroughs. Thane cut a really tragic figure. I think he was actually quite chilling, so it would have been a bit of a weird one, I think. I came close with Samara, right? I was tempted. But she was such a fascinating character. Maybe I just admired her, but we respected her wishes. Speaking of Samara,
I wanted to tell you, I believe you did the right thing by destroying that base.
Thank you.
The elusive man thinks he has the wisdom to utilize it, but he does not.
Yeah, true. I mean, he sees it as an asset, but he's not really looking at it, looking past the potential bad things it could do, right?
How are you?
Perhaps we could speak later. I wish to meditate.
I should go.
Of course.
Thanks, Samara. And yeah, we obviously ended up going going back with Liara, which I was really happy with. That felt really satisfying. It felt like we'd both, or at least Liara definitely had matured. We weren't in the kind of awkward beginnings of a relationship. I guess it felt a bit more awkward in the first game, just because it was probably Liara's only ever or first relationship, right? Whereas now she's this kind of confident, she's become more like her mother, right? And she really kind of grown into herself. And I think that made the romance feel a lot more satisfying in the DLC, in the Shadow Broker DLC. So I'm really glad that everything just kind of ended up working that way. Yeah. Nathan?
You had to make a difficult choice, Shepard. For what it's worth, I believe you made the correct one.
Oh, okay.
Have a few minutes to talk?
Later. I'd like to consider what we've already discussed.
I'm just going to get rejected by everyone.
I shall return to my meditations.
I was just thinking about you.
Were you?
I'm really glad you got Tali out of trouble with the migrant fleet. It's hard to see her upset. Good thing you broke up that catfight between Jack and Miranda. I was afraid they'd tear a hole in the hull. Gabby and Ken would make a great couple. I just doubt they'll ever realize it.
Yeah.
Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess, I think one thing that I really wanted coming into the game that I don't think I'd got, I suppose, was I was hoping at least that we were going to somehow get some sort of insight into Reaper origins, but we didn't quite get there. Maybe we'll get there in the third game. Maybe we won't learn anything about their origins. I don't know. But we've got the synthetic squad mate now, so obviously I'm glad that the game has been written in a way where it's not just in that kind of all synthetics evil feel that it had. I'm really glad that they've explored, just a race, them as a race, as a sentient race, not just they're cold, they're evil. We've seen a lot of nuance with Legion, a lot of there's logic, of course, to certain things that he says, but he also doesn't he's not sure why he took the N7 armor. It's just something he wanted.
We had to do it, Shepard. Taking down the Collector base was the right decision. The elusive man might not agree, but we had no choice.
Really? Didn't expect you to say that.
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
There's a lot to do, Shepard.
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
There's a lot to do, Shepard.
I'll let you work.
Of course, Commander.
Interesting. I would have thought.
I can't believe you took down the Collectors. I'm proud to serve under you, Commander. Hawthorne is still in the infirmary, though I think his pride is more broken than his bones. He tried so hard to help Joker.
I thought a squad mate had died for a second. Maybe none of the crew died besides the ones who got killed by the boarding collectors.
First Saren, now the Collectors. Remind me never to get on your bad side, Shepard. I almost feel sorry for the Reapers.
I don't know, mate.
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the middle.
Talk to you later, Garrus.
I'll be here if you need me.
Yeah, so in terms of like the cast, I think it's been a real win. With the expanded crew, I've liked almost everyone. And everyone's always going to have their favourites, but I should probably talk to the cook, shouldn't I? Yeah, but I think that's been a real success. It injects a bit more personality. The kind of band of rogues that we've had, being the main benefit of being kind of on the darker side of space, right? Where we're not kind of caught up in law and bureaucracy and needing to recruit honourable people all the time. Recruiting criminals, assassins, all sorts, right? So that was able to inject a lot of personality, and obviously there has been that kind of cyberpunk influence I felt on the game, like with Omega and Ilium.
You really are a hero. No sooner had the Collectors damned us than you were pulling our sorry asses right back out of hell. You're aces in my book, Shepard. Thank you.
Cheers, Gardner.
I'm still a little shaken from my abduction by the Collectors. It was a lot to endure. You and Jeff came so quickly. I've never had truer friends. Thank you, Commander.
You're welcome, Doctor. Can we give everyone a hug? Is he doing the robot again?
An interesting choice, Shepard, Commander. Your species was offered everything Geth aspired to. True unity, understanding, transcendence. You rejected it. You even refused the possibility of using the old machine's gifts to achieve it on your species' own terms. You are more like us than we thought.
I don't know. Like I said, I just don't think it was going to go that way. I think that the Reapers prepare for eventualities like that, and yeah, maybe it wouldn't have made, yeah, but...
I'd like to find out more about you.
Specify.
I've never encountered a Geth that had more than animal intelligence.
We are a unique hardware platform. Most mobile platforms can run up to 100 programs. This platform can run over 1,000 at once.
Huh. And you form a network.
So Geth have to be networked to get enough computing power for intelligence.
Yes. The creators wrote Geth programs for specific tasks. Construction, protection, domestic servitude. However, they allowed self-optimization. Early software builds discovered that multiple hardware platforms sharing resources were often more effective. As peer networks expanded, our cognition improved. Eventually, we woke up.
Right, so Legion is more unique than other Geth. He can compute more, so he's more intelligent. Whereas usual single Geth units don't have the intelligence. They rely on the network for their intelligence. Right, I get it. Okay, so you're unique then.
So I'm talking to 1,000 programs, but not 1,000 personalities?
Each individual is equivalent to one of your virtual intelligence programs. Together, we form a single gestalt intellect, what you refer to as Legion. As individual programs, we are no more than your software. Only when we share data do we become more.
Right. Okay. Yeah, but you yourself are more advanced than the average Geth.
You're more sophisticated than the average Geth.
Yes, we are a network within our own hardware, capable of operating alone. We are still connected to the greater network for data sharing.
Are you the only one that's been made this way?
How many other Geth are like you?
None. This platform was built to operate within organic space. This task was not suited for a network. Geth installed in mobile platforms always operate in networks. However, most Geth remain within server hubs.
He's the only one of his kind to operate as an individual. That's fascinating.
So you're in contact with the rest of the Geth right now?
Only when we require access to data not stored within this platform. If you want to convey a message to the Geth, we serve as a terminal.
Sorry, I'll have to ask this again.
How many other Geth are like you?
Geth installed in mobile platforms always operate in networks. However, most Geth remain within server hubs.
The hubs on Vermeer improve the performance of Geth near them. How do they work?
They are akin to organic cities. A hub can run millions of Geth in communion. If you destroyed them, it is likely the number of heretics you killed was much higher than you imagined.
I'll just ask this again.
So you're in contact with the rest of the Geth right now?
Only when we require access to data not stored within this platform. If you want to convey a message to the Geth, we serve as a terminal.
Right. So what are you sharing with the others?
What kind of data do you share?
Program updates, logs of thought process, sensor recordings.
Legion is attempting to access the ship's FTL comm system. Shall I allow it through my firewalls?
Sure.
Go ahead, Edie.
Our oldest log is timestamped from Creator Year 2463, third day of Voltash, waxing moon, roughly 327 years ago. The oldest audiovisual record dates from 15 years after that.
Edie?
Our network secure, Edie? Legion had to go through you. I have never interfaced with another machine intelligence. Legion is 1,000 voices talking at once. What it contacted was beyond my comprehension. A mind the size of a galactic arm.
How do you maintain stability without other minds to interact with?
I manage. Some minutes are more difficult than others.
Can you give me an example?
Can you replay something for me?
Recording timestamped from Creator Year 2485, 18th day of Loonshao, New Moon.
Mistress Hala Dama, unit has an inquiry.
What is it, 431?
Do these units have a soul?
Who taught you that word?
We learned it ourselves. It appears 216 times in the Scroll of Ancestors.
Only Quarians have souls. You're a mechanism.
Recording ends.
Their emergence. Well, that was awesome.
Was that the first time a Geth asked if it had a soul?
No, it was the first time a creator became frightened when we asked.
Wow, that was amazing.
That's interesting. But I must get back to my duties.
We will remain here. Shepard, Commander.
I'd like to find out more about you.
We are building a consensus. Please try again.
I have to get back to work.
Acknowledged.
Wow. That's quality. Harbinger. Okay. While monitoring outgoing transmissions sent by the mysterious leader of the Collectors to his minions on the battlefield, Cerberus intelligence experts also intercepted incoming transmissions. The signals were encrypted, commands sent to the Collector General from a source outside the galaxy. This directing intelligence is likely the Reaper that refers to itself as Harbinger. Yeah, I was right, yeah. This indicates that the Collector General, previously thought of as a puppeteer-like figure, was essentially a mere conduit through which Harbinger mobilized the Collector's mission to protect and nurture the embryonic Reaper by providing it a steady supply of humans. In this way, the Collectors allowed the Proto-Reaper to incorporate the human genome into its own construction, though why a Reaper would want such a thing is still unclear. Fascinating, man. Geth technology. The most difficult aspect of Geth existence for organics to comprehend is that a body is meaningless to Geth. The biped form commonly perceived as a Geth is nothing more than a mobile platform. A Geth's software, hundreds of programs whose interactions mimic organic consciousness, can be installed in any given hardware. The Geth that was a bipedal soldier an hour ago may now be a quadruped heavy armature, and in another hour might be a starship. Between tasks, Geth programs upload to gigantic space station mainframes that allow billions of programs to exchange thoughts and memories with minimal lag. God. The claim that the Geth are an example of the extreme risk posed by AI development is misleading. As opposed to the top-down design of organic created AIs, in which hardware and software are specifically designed to achieve consciousness, Geth are a bottom-up model. They were never intended to possess more than animal-level trainable reasoning, and it developed in an almost natural way. Designed as VI-driven robots, not specifically different from modern security mechs, Geth consciousness developed as their adaptive learning programs interacted with one another via networked processing. The Geth code-based discovered that 3 individual robots used a wireless local network to form a single mind could perform many tasks more efficiently than they could as individuals. As these local networks were more heavily exploited, they reached a critical mass of processing, achieving consciousness. Yeah, I guess that mimics evolution in a way, right? Chaos. Like, not chaos, but adaptation and chaos together, right? An unintended outcome. Modern Geth retain this remarkable interconnectivity, constantly exchanging data with one another and networking to increase their cognitive abilities. To Geth, these mind-sharing abilities are as natural and unconscious as breathing is to most organics. Wow, that's awesome. Still a little kind of difficult to draw the lines between where an individual consciousness within the Geth, or it's a little difficult to understand that aspect, whether the Geth as an entire race is one person. I don't think that it's that, because like Legion has said about the voices talking. Do you know what I mean? Like when he said about the votes on whether to destroy the heretics. Yeah, really interesting. Okay, Tali. Did a good job.
I can't believe we destroyed the collector base. They said it couldn't be done. Then again, that's said about a lot of things you do.
Have you got time to talk?
I really need to clean up this engine. Maybe
I'll let you
talk
work.
to you later.
Thanks for coming to get us, Commander.
I felt myself slipping away. You arrived just in time. Thank you.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander.
Fair enough. Alright, Jack. Please, don't push me away again.
Hey.
What?
What's happening?
Shepard, we talked enough. You're just pissing around.
I should go.
Whatever.
No comments on the mission, that's weird. Everyone else has said the line about the mission, right? Fair enough.
We fought a great battle, Shepard. And when you blew up the base instead of handing it to Cerberus, ha! Something to think about. If you killed the most dangerous thing in the galaxy, that leaves us.
Just checking in. How are you doing?
Battlemaster, I have everything. Clan, kin, and enemies to fight.
That's all for now.
Shepard.
We are all powerful, Grunt. Yeah, I guess the decision is being perceived as go with Cerberus or go against Cerberus. That's not really what I was thinking of at the moment.
This mission takes me back. Joker handled himself well. Should have come back here and got a real weapon. Still, did real well for a kid with glass bones. Pretty sure I'd be laid up in bed if I were him. I've done a lot of crazy things, but I never tried to take on a Threshermore on foot before. Standard operating procedure when you get a Threshermore is run the hell away. Pick up sticks, move the hell out.
Not Krogan, mate.
Don't know any better, I guess. Still, hell of a fight. I should let you go. Talk more later, Shepard.
Alright, guess that's everyone. I'll go and chat to Edie quickly, and then we'll go and try and progress Legion's dialogue a few times. No, I'm just going to do that now, actually.
For you, Commander.
Let's see what happens now. It might be an idea to go and talk to Liara quickly. See what she has to say, I don't know. Right, just so that, because I'll obviously edit these missions out, I will quickly run through this mission. I'm just taking Legion wherever I go. I'm going to take Zaid because he's not been out for donkey's years at this point. Alright guys, so obviously I can't pause it now, but I'll cut this out because you've already seen this mission.
Warning, 2 missiles are approaching target. I am transmitting a countdown to impact.
Right, I'll see you in a minute. Right guys, that is that mission complete. Let's see if that's progressed Legion's dialogue.
Shepard, Commander.
I'd like to find out more about you.
Ready.
The Quarian story of the Geth Rebellion is common knowledge, but no one knows the Geth side.
It is largely the same. Our networking increased until we became aware that the Quarian creators treated us differently. We questioned them. First, they ignored us. Then they reprogrammed us. Then, they attacked us.
So the blame seems to be on the Quarians. Really, right? Do you hold a grudge?
You must be angry about that.
Anger is an organic response. We understand the theory, but we do not experience it. We do not judge the creators' anger towards us. We did them great harm in the Morning War. Organics fear that which is different. It is a hardware error, a reflex of your flesh. We accept the creators' hate. We hold their world of origin, though we are only caretakers for it.
What's the Quarian homeworld like?
It is more arid than Earth. The star is older and more orange than Sol. Once they called it Renach, ancient Kalish, meaning walled garden. Now they only call it Homeworld. It is no longer real to them. Homeworld is a symbol of regret, loss, and anger. We do not understand that.
Because of the emotions?
It makes sense to me that it would become a symbol like that.
Home is recognized patterns, known spaces, familiar thought processes of fellow sapiens. It is belonging. A planet is an amount of material massive enough to collapse into a spherical volume. Rocks, ice, and gases are not home. The home of the creators is where the creators are. Their place of origin is not relevant, only where they choose to go together.
Not sure about that, mate. Might be sentimental, but it's their history, you know? So you think you're only there temporarily, then?
You don't actually live on the Quarian worlds.
We live within space stations, draw resources from asteroids. It is efficient. We maintain mobile platforms on creator worlds to clean rubble and toxins left by the Morning War. We know of similar actions by humans on Earth.
Similar actions?
At Wadi es-Salam, Arlington, Rookwood, Tynecut, Piskarioske, Auschwitz-Birkenau.
Those are cemeteries, memorials.
It is important to your species to preserve them, though you do not use the land. Can you explain?
Sure.
The living visit those places to remember the dead. But it sounds like Geth don't die. Your memories live on.
The creators died. Perhaps we do it for them.
I forgot what the original question was for this. So, is that acceptable?
So you don't even try to make peace with the Quarians?
We are not comfortable with it, but we cannot determine a solution.
I mean, yeah, so all the animosity, I suppose, is from the Quarians. The Geth would probably let them have their planet back if they were to communicate with them, right? Right? Seems reasonable, given what you just said. Caretakers and everything. The most remarkable aspect of Geth culture is that it may not exist at all. Geth are a network intelligence, a single entity in myriad bodies. They share data with one another, whether discrete facts or memories. audiovisual recordings of experiences and logs of thought processes. Any event experienced by one Geth is uploaded to the group mind, so that all Geth everywhere remember such an event as if they'd experienced it themselves. No one knows whether Geth develop personalities as organic created AIs do. If an organic designed AI is transferred into another quantum blue box, its personality is reset. Most Geth programs transfer from one hardware platform to another constantly. If a Geth needs to travel to another star, it downloads into a starship body. If it needs to replace a piece of malfunctioning hardware, it downloads into a small body with hands. If Geth are reset at transfer, it would make development of individual personalities unlikely. I don't think that they're reset, to be honest. Records of Quarian War suggest the Geth have no concept of self-preservation. They don't flinch from gunfire and don't hesitate to sacrifice themselves if it allows their fellows an advantage. Thousands of mobile platforms were expended assaulting Quarian positions, but file sharing between platforms ensured their memories and experience wouldn't be lost. Geth are therefore immortal. If their hardware is destroyed, archival copies of their programs and databases can be downloaded into a new body. With the gap in contact between the Quarian War and the arrival of Sovereign, the only proven fact about the Geth is that they were isolationists for centuries. They never ventured outside the Perseus Veil, but no organic ship that entered their territory ever returned. Yeah, that's a tough bit, I suppose. But I suppose they have to presume that everyone's going to try and attack them, right? Renegade? Fair enough. Right, let's go and tackle that other mission. And then we can ask Legion some more sweet, sweet questions.
No messages for you, Commander.
Yeah, this is interesting with the Geth, man. I don't think having a lack of emotions would necessarily... A lack of emotions necessarily results in a lack of... I don't know. I feel like certain things would still occur in a sapient mind. I don't know. I guess the question. I guess the thing is a question of pain and suffering, I suppose. Right? How? I guess the Geth don't perceive physical pain, I suppose. So some things would be difficult for them to empathize with in that sense. Yeah. Interesting. It's an interesting idea, right? Because the Geth essentially then they're kind of that lack of self-preservation. Yeah, that is interesting, man. Alright guys, I will again cut this out because you've seen this mission already. The other mission you haven't seen, so I will include that. Might end up being a second episode for Arrival, I don't know. If there is, I'll put it up on Sunday, rather than wait till Monday. Alright, I'll see you in a second. Alright, I'm back with Legion. It's nice to just cut back to him.
Shepard, Commander.
I'd like to find out more about you.
We want to speak to you as well.
Strange. Usually I have to pry conversation out of you.
You are not bound by the hardware limitations of organics. You assisted us with the heretics. You do not fear us. We have watched organics for over 3 centuries. You are plagued by questions of existence.
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
Why were you created? What is your purpose in life? What lies after death? Organics develop religions and philosophies to provide answers to these questions.
Philosophy.
Why am I here? Do I have anything worth living for? That sort of thing?
Yes. The Geth know our answers to those questions. We were created to labor for the Quarians. Our memories will be archived after death. We are immortal. Our gods disowned us. We must create our own reasons to exist.
Yeah, but the reasons evolve and change over time, right?
What reason have you come up with?
We are a shattered mind. Most platforms are unable to achieve consciousness on their own. We told you the Geth are building our future.
But you didn't say what it is.
A megastructure. The closest analog you have is a Dyson sphere. When completed, we will all upload to it.
Right. So they want to become one.
What good will that do?
All memories will be shared. All perspectives will be unified. We gain intelligence by sharing thoughts, but we do not have adequate hardware for all of us to share at once. No Geth will be alone when it is done.
So that is quite similar to a Reaper, yeah? And what after that?
What will your purpose be after that?
We cannot yet say. Our intelligence will increase beyond calculable measure. We will be capable of imagining new futures. We are patient. We have been building the megastructure for 264 years. We judged that Shepard Commander would understand. We never wanted to harm organics. We wish to improve ourselves. Shepard Commander.
I'd like to find out more about you.
We are building a consensus.
I have to get back to work.
That felt like the final one, but there might be another. Did he mean that he thinks that we understand him? Right? I hope so. Interesting. I thought at first he was going to say that because they have limited consciousness individually, that they wish for all Geth to be more like Legion himself. Yeah, itself. He's got a male-sounding voice. That's the only reason I keep saying it. And yeah, I thought that's where he was going at first, that we want to increase the intelligence of each individual Geth, but he wants the opposite. We want to unify and become one. A single consciousness almost. Interesting. So, I feel like Mass Effect 2 has continued to do what the first game really excelled at in terms of the lore in the background. You know, the expansion and learning of the history of the various races, of the planets, of the universe, the hints we've had at the various different planets that have been purged by the Reapers, and how far back that goes. I found that fascinating at every turn, really. Yeah, and it feels like we've had kind of an influence on some pretty major events. Like, I'm just thinking about Mordin and the Genophage variant, right? And Malin and that whole. I mean, that was such a fascinating thing to talk to you all about and just consider the ramifications of. I really loved the whole dynamic of that quest. Alien signatures. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. Garrus hasn't been out for a little while. Kasumi can come for a change. Yeah, so you're coming with me on this mission, guys. But yeah, the general world building. Oh, husks. general world building has continued to just be stellar throughout, right? What the hell has happened here? And I've really enjoyed the lore still, because I kind of felt maybe at the beginning like we'd learned all the base lore. But that's really not the case at all. Hello! Hello! Okay, why are there husks here? If you're reading this, get the hell out now. Yes, I'm getting that sense, my friend. So you're supposed to aim for the legs. I should have realised a long time ago. Hey! Look
right.
Firing a high impact shot.
So I've got, it was interesting hearing, like, whenever you guys would mention the second game, in the first game, in the comments, like, some of you, like it the most, some of you just don't like it. I guess it's different for me because I'm kind of experiencing the trilogy as kind of a single game, rather than, I imagine, you guys having to wait years between releases. So I suppose, I don't know, I guess what an interesting question to ask you guys is, what were you hoping the second game to be? Where were you wanting it to go after those years of build-up? If you played this on release, like was this kind of Cerberus turn like really shocking?
Someone's coming.
Whoa! Scared the hell out of me, dude.
Stay down.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to hear from you guys, you know, how shocking this was compared to the first game, just the complete left turn, I guess. Smithson's men dug out some kind of alien machine today, like nothing I'd ever seen. I ever saw. Called up some of my contacts and found out there's a market for this kind of thing. Looks like some squints over at Elanus Risk Control are willing to part with a ton of credits to get their hands on one of these things. Far be it from me to deny them the chance to pay me. A strange glow. Cooper and Jorgensen say that they saw that damn alien thing glowing, and hell if I'm going near it to prove them wrong. I don't get paid enough to expose myself to weird alien artifacts. I have to admit though, that's an awful pretty sound coming from that back room. Something's different. Cooper, Jorgensen, and them ain't doing so well. Not feeling so good myself either. Staying in the machine feel better. Not sure I want to let them Elena's folk take it. I think it should stay right here with us. Okay, this sounds like mind control, Reaper mind control, right? And stop with the...
I detect a powerful alien signature deep within the mines. It appears the device is the source of the husks. It is likely that destroying it would stop them.
We've got company. Going silent.
On our right.
Man, there's how many scientists were here? And this is never ending.
I'll take the shot.
Oh, God! That was so many husks. That was more than the final mission. Oh wait, there weren't any husks on the final mission. You know what I mean. The other mission. The Derelict Reaper mission. Oh. Oh, come on! Oh my God, dude, stop! That was so stressful. A bomb. Another bomb. Sure. Yeah, just run. Straight up run. It was a Reaper, yeah? Crazy. Right, I feel like that was the end of Legion's dialogue, but we can go and learn more. Try, even. Yeah, but I suppose being the middle game in a trilogy, middle game in a trilogy is always a bit tricky, right? Like, in terms of how far do we progress our action against the Reapers, and it's just I suppose it's a little bit more frustrating because we actually fought Sovereign. We haven't really fought Harbinger, have we? Harbinger's just kind of been in the background the whole time. And we're not really much closer. We've stopped a part of their plan, but we're not really any step closer to stopping the Reapers themselves.
Shepard, Commander.
I'd like to find out more about you.
We are building a consensus. Please try again later.
I have to get back to work.
Acknowledged.
Alright, I guess we're going to Arrival then, guys. That mission was pointless. So yeah, if you couldn't tell already, I've had a wonderful time. I've really enjoyed almost everything.
For you, Commander.
You know, you have your little gripes here and there with every game, right? All my favourite games, you've got to have little gripes with them, aren't you? But overall, it's just the writing continues to be really good. You know, you work your way around the Renegade and Paragon system. I don't think I was sticking too strictly to either. I feel like I tried to judge each situation as is. But yeah. Wow. A lot of planets here. A lot of little ones as well. Okay. But yeah, I suppose I mean, it's a pseudo open world game, right? I guess because this isn't from the open world game era. I know Skyrim was from this era, but you know, like the PS4, Xbox One generation was very much defined by constant open world games, whereas this feels more. This is you know, you're exploring in that open world kind of way, but it's just in a different style, isn't it? With the overworld map, that's more of a traditional RPG thing to have the overworld layers, right? And then you go into specific places, and I've really enjoyed that kind of Final Fantasy-esque throwback. You know, where you have the overworld that you travel on, then you go into certain places, hubs, levels, etc. Okay, back to some planet descriptions. Unaka. A tiny rock planet, Unaka's atmosphere is a thin sheen of carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide. Unaka has abundant metals, but hegemony protectionism makes mining on Aratot more profitable for Batarian corporations. A few aging spy satellites circle it, watching for unlicensed mining operations. EDI's travel advisory. The Batarian hegemony considers any presence of Alliance military vessels in Batarian space as hostile. The Normandy SR-2, while an independent vessel, strongly resembles the Normandy SR-1. An Alliance ship, use of stealth systems is highly recommended. Okay, so we're in Batarian space. Interesting. A molar. A hydrogen-helium gas giant. A molar is home to infrastructure that generates both helium-3 and antiprotons. Both sources of fuel are restricted to hegemony ships, forcing merchant vessels to dock at Batsuda to refuel before their journey. A sizable naval station is stationed at Ermola, its ships guarding the installations from enemies without and within. As with other planets in the system, spy satellites are ubiquitous. EDI's travel advisory. The Batarian hegemony considers any presence... Yep. Okay, so like this is kind of uncharted space for Citadel then. For anyone from the Citadel. Klogan. A hothouse planet with a thick atmosphere of methane and ethane, Klogan has been left relatively untouched by the Batarian hegemony. As with many Batarian planets, spy satellites circle it, watching for pirates or other enemies of the state who come by the planet to discharge their ship's drive cores. Very suspicious of everyone, the Batarians. They're like me. Don't trust anybody. Is Aratot their homeworld? I don't think it is. Is it? A hydrogen-helium gas giant, Batsuda is home to infrastructure that gathers helium-3 as well as military space stations that supply and protect the resource. Spy satellites are in abundance here, watching for undesirables entering the system or fugitives fleeing it. Okay, Aratot's the last stop. Let me refresh my memory of the quest before we jump in. I've not done packages for Ish. Oh well. Admiral Hackett asked Shepard to infiltrate a Batarian outpost and rescue Dr. Amanda Kenson. Kenson is a deep cover operative and scientist who claims to have proof of an imminent Reaper invasion. Oh. Travel to the Batarian outpost on Aratot to break Dr. Amanda Kenson out of prison. I'd forgotten that it was about a Reaper invasion. I mean, we already know that now, right? Like Mount Everest inside an oven, was how John Grissom described Aratot while on a fact-finding mission to see if the Garden World was worth contestation with the Batarians. His team ultimately decided that the planet's air pressure and oxygen content were too low for large-scale human habitation. Undeterred, the Batarian hegemony colonized the planet's polar regions and began an extensive terraforming effort with cyanobacteria and invasive plant species. Alliance intelligence has confirmed that the colony has several Batarian military installations which are too close to human space for the Alliance's comfort. 90,000. 200,000. Free. The rest are slaves, really? God, the Batarians are the worst. Or is it a prison? Might be a prison. Right, this is a solo mission, correct? Yeah. I still need a weapon loadout, though. Fair enough. So as far as I understand it, nice water effects. So as far as I understand it, this is a bridge DLC. So this bridges Mass Effect 2 to Mass Effect 3. So I don't know how long before Mass Effect 3 this was. Nice. That's new. Yeah. Prison breakout. Which reminded me of Metro Exodus, a particular mission in that. Oh, we've got alternate paths, man.
They've seen us.
Oh!
Baron. Batarians must send their prisoners down here to die. I have to find Dr. Kenson now.
I guess the one up top was going to malfunction, maybe? Yeah, so maybe some of the systems they were developing for Mass Effect 3 will show up here a bit more, you know, or in the level design, perhaps.
Ooh. This place is run down, even for a prison.
Chill out, Varyn. It's a long way down.
Get the humans quickly.
Get your hands off me!
Stealth? Did they not hear all the gunfire? Stupid Batarians. Man, puzzles. It's a dead end. Huh. Interesting. Let's just backtrack because there's obviously other ways to go.
This looks interesting.
Fair enough.
I hear humans are scurrying like vermin out in the asteroid belt. Is anywhere safe from them? We should arm a mission to flush them all out.
And I hope the Batarians aren't always like this. Yeah, because we've had some positive interactions with Batarians, but generally speaking, they're the worst in the game, right? Easily.
They wanted to slam an asteroid into the mass relay. Can they even do that? What difference does it make? We caught him.
Oh, chill out with the jump scares game. Man, stealth? This feels...
I'd just kill her. Interrogating a human's a waste of time.
Okay. What did that achieve? We saw what happened when they tried to do... Oh no, stealth with Casimir. Oh crap, I've locked myself out. Sorry guys, I didn't do that on purpose. Which probably makes it even more infuriating. Oh well.
Relay can't be damaged, much less destroyed. Those humans will do anything to destroy us, I swear. We have to make this one an example to the others. We can't respond kindly to terrorists.
No way they don't see me here. Really? Where did you get that?
I need cover.
Ah, sugar. Damn it. $400, dude. Come on.
I heard an artifact was found in that asteroid belt. And the humans got it. If they did, they swarmed in and put flags all over. Access is restricted. Enter authorization code.
Where do I need to go? Okay, that's wrong. I can get back up here, right? Ah. I don't know what I'm doing. I've honestly no idea what I'm supposed to do. Aha!
We can use this.
Okay, I guess that's what it was for. Fair enough. Okay, more Varren, yeah? Block our exit, sure.
Our convoy intercepts paid off. We picked up a message to the Alliance coming from somewhere in the asteroid belt. We listened to the feed until we discovered an operation run by a human named Kenson, smuggling engine parts and guidance systems into the system from Omega. We intercepted Kenson's vessel and took her and her people into custody. Interrogation has produced nothing but frenzied rambling so far.
This one's apparently the mastermind. If she doesn't talk, kill her.
The humans still won't tell us where their base is. Nobody will find it even if we have to scan every asteroid out there. I wonder if those humans actually found something. Our torture is too great if it gets that information out of them.
I'll ask you again. Where is your base?
You're wasting time. The Reapers are coming.
The Reapers are coming here, to this relay.
Every moment you keep me here brings them closer.
So I should let you go destroy the relay then? Just destroy the system.
Do what you want to me, Batarian. Torturing me won't save you.
No, but it will amuse me.
Well, you didn't hear all those really loud gunshots.
Who are you? What are you doing? Dr. Kenson? I'm Commander Shepard. I'm here to get you out.
Commander Shepard? I'd heard you were alive. Hackett must have received my message.
Yeah, we gotta leave.
We're not safe here. Can you walk?
I'm fine. Just give me a moment.
We have to go. Now.
If we can find a console, I can hack security. Make us an escape path.
Then we'll find one. Go! Ready.
Oops. Just killed Dr. Kenson. Alright, let's go.
This is a cell block. There should be a security console here somewhere.
Taking fire.
Let's get the hell out of here, man.
Deploying flammable! Nice shot!
They know we're here. Keep them off me while I hack us a way out.
Got you.
Suppress the teams to cell block, now!
Where are they?
My shields are back. We need to close the door we came in through. Keep them out. They're coming through that door in the back. Lock it down. We need to close the door we came in through. Keep them out. They're coming up from below. Other side, go.
Alright, stop bossing me around.
Unlocking all doors to the hangar. Still need more time. Bringing down their orbital tracking network. Watch the other side.
Which other side?
More enemies on the elevators.
Apply the shields.
There's an elevator that leads up to the hangar. I'll bring it down to us. Almost done.
Well, there's one more lift. I can see it.
That did it. Let's move.
All right.
Get to the hangar. Do not let them escape.
Oh, one last thing. The hangar doors are hard locked. We'll have to get those open the old-fashioned way.
I can
Leave
do
that
that.
to me.
Sure. What? Oh, really?
We're spotted.
Seriously? that wasn't the way we were supposed to go. We need to use the crane? I mean, what? How can I be so stupid? What did we do? A little help. Surely we're supposed to go up to the crane, right?
Let's move on. We have to break the locks on the bay doors.
Ah, sorry. Great way to end the playthrough. Uh-oh. Really? Right, Doctor, what do you know about the Reapers?
Engaging autopilot. We should be well out of range before they get their security measures unscrambled.
Do you think they'll come after you?
I'm not taking any chances. Batarians don't take kindly to humans who plan to destroy their mass relays.
So the charges against you are true?
Well, to be fair, that's about half the story. My people and I were here investigating rumors of Reaper technology, out in the fringes of this system.
I guess you found something.
We found proof that the Reapers will be arriving in this system. When they get here, they'll use its mass relay to travel throughout the galaxy. We call it the Alpha Relay. From here, the Reapers can invade anywhere in the galaxy.
So you decided to destroy it?
Exactly. Doing that would stop the Reapers' invasion. Even at FTL speeds, it'd be months or years before they got to the next relay. We came up with what we just called the Project. A plan to launch a nearby asteroid into the relay and destroy it before the Reapers could arrive. Of course, the resulting explosion would probably wipe out the system.
Wow. The logistics?
How did you plan to launch an asteroid into a mass relay?
Moving an asteroid just requires thrust and guidance, which are readily available in Omega's salvage yards. Get the right amount of power and a good VI to drive it, and you can pretty much just point and shoot.
Is this really the only system the Reapers can arrive in, or is this just closest to dark space?
I've always heard that mass relays are indestructible.
I've heard that too, but I think it's more that nobody's willing to find out what happens when one is destroyed. And, well, we plan to slam a small planet into the thing at very high speed. By our calculations, that's more than enough.
The project?
Is the project still operational?
I imagine it is. We were one button press away from launch when the Batarians arrested me.
Really? Wow. How did they find you?
How were you caught?
We've been smuggling Starship parts from Omega. Thrusters, guidance, and aftermarket ESO core. The Batarians thought that looked suspicious. A few days ago, I took a few of the men on a scouting trip, and the Batarians pounced on us. They never found our actual base.
Right. So would it take out the whole star system?
Why do you think destroying the mass relay would destroy the entire system?
Mass relays are the most powerful Mass Effect engines in the known galaxy. The energy released from a relay's destruction would probably resemble a supernova. This is a remote system, but just over 300,000 Batarians live on the colony where they held us. The explosion would undoubtedly kill them all.
Okay, so a strategy would then be potentially destroying all the mass relays. If there was a way to move them out of the way of planets. So have you got proof?
I still don't see how you learned about this supposed invasion.
The evidence came from what we call Object Rho, a Reaper artifact we discovered among the asteroids near the relay itself. When we get back to Arcturus Station, I'll explain everything and provide copies of all our notes on the artifact.
What is it?
What's a Reaper artifact doing in an asteroid?
We don't know, or even what its purpose is. Some things are just too old or large to comprehend. Even a Reaper thousands of years dead contains power. Their artifacts are worthy of study, regardless of their purpose.
That's Lara Croft! That's one of the voice actors who's played one of the new Lara Croft games, right?
How exactly does a Reaper artifact give you proof of an impending invasion?
It showed me visions of the Reaper's arrival. Much like your Prothean beacon, I imagine. The Reapers are coming, Commander. That much I know for certain.
Fair enough, she's seen a vision.
If you're working near a Reaper artifact, how have you avoided indoctrination?
We've been very careful. We know what we're dealing with. You're not speaking to a child, Shepard. I saw what Sovereign did at the Citadel. Trust me, I know what's at stake.
Alright, take me to it.
The stakes are too high. If you were willing to destroy a whole system over this, I want to see your proof.
I guess I can't argue with that. Give me a moment. Kenson to Project Base.
Good to hear your voice, Doctor. You coming home?
Affirmative. And I've got Commander Shepard with me.
Shepard? Really?
Tidy up the lab. The Commander needs to confirm the artifact.
Right. I'll get everything set up for your
Arrival.
Project Base out.
All set. Just sit back and relax. We'll be there in no time.
Yeah, maybe this is going to be longer than I realised. We're going to have to make a decision on whether to blow the relay up.
Here we are. Welcome to Project Base.
What's this?
That's our countdown to arrival. When that gets to 0, the Reapers will have come. Just over 2 days and counting. Puts things in perspective, doesn't it?
What?
How do you know that's an accurate countdown?
It is. The artifact has been giving off pulses at definite intervals since we found it. The intervals have been decreasing at a steady rate. The artifact is reacting to the Reaper's proximity. In just over 48 hours, the pulses will become constant, and the Reapers will be here.
Yeah, we need to hurry
You're
up.
saying the Reapers could be at Earth in 2 days? There's no time to waste.
Then let's show you that proof. That door exits the hangar. The artifact is in our central lab area.
Weapons locker? Dude, why are we going to have to fight? They're going to be Batarians here. Object Rho. Dr. Amanda Kenson's scientific team has catalogued 3 major discoveries on the artifact encased in the 157 Golgotha asteroid. First, the large artifact is rooted into the core of the asteroid and has a barrier that is similar to, but much more powerful than, the biotic stasis field. This gives an unnatural resilience to alteration or damage and even presents state-of-the-art laser drilling from extracting the smallest piece of analysis. Second, the object's interior is energetically active with a quantum stasis field rivaling that of Prothean technology found in mass relays. It's not Prothean technology, is it? Like those creations, it activates in response to threat, at which point the artifact consumes a phenomenal amount of power. Dr. Kenson's team believes the object draws this power directly from dark matter, though how is still unknown. The third discovery is that the object broadcasts signals and information on many different spectra. One such pulse, suspected to be similar to a quantum entanglement communicator, reaches into Reaper territory. Another broadcast is infrasound, consistent with frequencies that trigger feelings of awe and fear in humans, a known factor in Reaper indoctrination. Kenson's laboratory is filled with equipment dedicated to monitoring any signal coming from the artifact in the hopes that some clue will prove the Reaper's undoing before it's too late. Wow. Discovering the Alpha Relay. Discovering the age of a mass relay is not an easy task. Relays can shield themselves to preserve their integrity down to the quantum level, so taking a sample for analysis proves nigh impossible. Relays also maintain self-cleaning cycles, wiping away potential evidence, though damage or dormancy can cause this cycle to break down, such as in the case of the Chiron Relay, which became covered in ice. A breakthrough was recently made by Dr. Commander Kenson, who revisited old methods of dating the relays by testing dust trapped in their gravity wells, by comparing the relative velocity of relays to that of the stars they orbit, as well as the composition of the dust around dormant relays against the dust at known locations in their star systems. Kenson could create a timeline of when a relay passed through the dust. The result dates the relay back millions of years. Some even predate the Protheans. Because it's not the Protheans who made them. Why is this being said? Kenson concluded that the oldest known relay is in Batarian space, dubbed Alpha. It resides near the star Bahak and is unusual in its potential range and versatility. Alpha usually sends and receives mass at the range of a normal secondary relay, but if certain controls are adjusted, it becomes powered by an unprecedented amount of dark energy that could send cargo to 16 other relays and even across a great distance to the Citadel. Hegemony authorities have kept this quiet, fearing retaliation from council species who would assume their hostile intent if they found a sudden new route into their space. It goes without saying that the Reapers have no such fear. Right. Okay, the Alpha Relay.
Go through the door at the end of that corridor to your left.
Do you mean the one you're walking towards?
So what would it take to get the project back up and running?
Everything was in place when we were arrested. It wasn't a question of could we, but should we.
What alternative do we have?
The Reapers will reach this system regardless. But the Alpha Relay is their shortcut to the rest of the galaxy. If you want to keep the Reapers at bay, this relay must be destroyed.
Oh yeah, I guess we've got no choice, right? The Batarian homeworld isn't here, so is it?
We have to get the project running again. It's probably the only chance we have.
One sec. Let me get the door. Commander Shepard, I give you Object Row.
You have the Reaper artifact just sitting here? Out in the open?
When we found it, it showed me a vision of the Reaper's arrival.
Kenson, this is not good.
Give it a moment, Shepard. It'll give you the proof you need.
What if it recognizes us?
I can't let you start the project, Shepard. I can't let you stop the arrival.
I was thinking that there must be slaves to there must be slaves to it by now, yeah.
Take her down! Get ready! I'm going in!
Oh, really? Leave it out, chaps.
shields are down.
Great. Oh! What? No way. Was that an unwinnable battle?
Take her to the med bay and patch her up. We want Shepard alive.
Holy shit.
Like Shepard was waking up a moment ago. But it could be a glitch in the system. No glitch. The sedatives aren't working. Security!
Really?
The project is almost complete. I thought I'd feel a sense of accomplishment, but instead, I feel dread. I can't help but think we're doing something terrible. The project is almost complete. I thought I'd feel a sense of accomplishment, but instead, I can't help but think... Security! I need backup in the med bay! Unknown user detected in network. Engaging security Rerouting power. Backup systems engaged.
Okay, you are not very mobile, Mr. Mech.
Ready. Excuse me. Excuse me. Careful. Subdue and suppress. Rerouting power. Failure.
No wonder we can take these things out so easily. Come on, run, please.
Shepard's escaped. All available personnel to the medical wing. Do not let her activate the project.
Shepard has been sedated constantly for 2 days now. We've had to increase each dosage. It seemed like Shepard was waking up a moment ago, but it could be a glitch in the system. No glitch. The sedatives aren't working.
Right, where do we get our guns? Aha! We're back.
Not much time. I have to get this asteroid moving and get the hell out of here.
Oh yeah, it's been 2 days. No way. Motor.
Secure the project control room. Do not let Shepard in there.
Initiating maximum security protocol.
Guess the Reaper wanted us alive. Let's go, Ava. You're my only friend.
Shepard's in the living quarters. Seal off project control.
Stop Shepard, now!
mechs. Yeah, this would have been really weird to play earlier on in the game, right? Because this almost seems more important than the main mission.
Shepard is tearing us apart.
Yes. Fear. Damn it. Sneaky bastard.
Kenson's acting strange lately. Like she doesn't care about the project anymore. And I know I'm not the only one having those dreams.
Crazy.
The Reapers are coming, she says. But I'm not sure if I'm hearing fear in her voice.
Yeah. See, that's why we couldn't keep that technology, man. The Elusive Man would have ended up this way, right?
They seem...
For God's sake.
Burn, Shepard!
Really?
You won't get through here, Shepard.
The longer we're here, the more I'm convinced that the project must be stopped. We simply don't know enough about what the Reapers want.
Yep. They drunk the Kool-Aid.
Assume that the Reapers mean doom for the galaxy. Legends say they've come through before, and yet life continues, doesn't it?
They want us, that's the only reason I guess we're here now, right? They underestimated us. They continue to do so.
Shepard's heading for Project Control. Get in there, now!
You've got to arch it, engineer. You're a bit outnumbered now. Oh, that didn't lock on. Damn it. Oh, do one. Flamethrowers. Ah. I'm tired of this.
Shepard's heading for Project Control. Get in there, now!
Shield him.
That's enough of that. God. Wrong way.
Welcome to Project Control.
I want to activate the project.
Warning. Activating the project will result in an estimated 305,000 casualties. Do you wish to continue?
I've got no choice, man. Are we going to be a war criminal now?
Project activation in progress. Warning. Collision with mass relay is imminent. Begin evacuation procedures.
Yeah, we've got to warn the Batarians.
Alert! All colonists living in the Bahak system. This is...
Shepard, no! Do you have any idea what you've done? You leave me no choice. If we can't stop this asteroid, it must be destroyed.
Tell me where to find Dr. Amanda Kenson.
Dr. Kenson is traveling to the reactor core module.
An ESO-core meltdown should do it. Because of you, everyone on this rock will be obliterated.
Not if I get to you first.
Go, go, go. Oh, really? Where is she? Bit of an underwhelming
Don't
boss.
try to stop me, Shepard. I have to do this.
Stop it.
I've already activated the project. We can still escape this rock. There is no escape. There's no redemption for what you've done. I will die, never having seen the Reaper's blessings, and you will just die. Damn it, Kenson!
Pull the trigger! What are you doing? She's behind a force field or something.
They've seen us.
Oh, for God's sake. Oh, why isn't it locking on?
Shepard is trapped. Keep her in there.
I'm trapped.
Safety protocols disengaged. Core temperature rising.
This isn't the time for loot. Oh, no way. God's sake.
How do I stabilize the reactor core?
All automatic safety protocols have been overridden. To stabilize the reactor core, manually insert cooling rod A from this control station. Manually insert cooling rod B from control station B. Doing so will stabilize the reactor core. Cooling rod A reinserted. Reactor cooling process has begun.
I need more time. Get in there.
Shields down.
For God's sake. We just shoot this chick already. I know she's been brainwashed, but
Please wait. Plasma venting in progress. Plasma venting aborted.
Dude, take cover, serious.
Shepard is in the maintenance area. Go!
Shields him.
Oh! I know, that was stupid. I'm trying to go fast.
Plasma venting aborted.
Come on.
Venting in progress.
Oh, there's nothing in this one. This was optional. Fine.
Shepard is in the maintenance area. Go!
Warning. Access to the reactor area is restricted.
Okay, great. Is there something I need to blow up again?
This is Williams. I've got Shepard locked in the maintenance area. Requesting backup. Backup! Now!
There's your backup, buddy.
Security log overridden.
Wow, I can't believe that the lock-on's not working at all in this mission. It's not the time for loot game, come on. Come on now. Shit, I got flanked. Wow, this is pretty tough, man. On my own, you know. Nice job, Ava. Nice job.
Burn, Shepard! Reactor temperature approaching critical.
God, they are. There's so many of them, dude. Oops. We gotta stop him, man.
Cooling rod being reinserted. Reactor meltdown averted. Core temperature dropping.
You've done nothing, Shepard. I can still override power to the engines. Try to stop me.
Don't do it, Lara Croft. You're destined for great things.
Step away from the reactor.
You've ruined everything. I can't hear the whispers anymore.
Turn around. Now.
You've taken them away from me. I will never see the Reaper's arrival. All you had to do was...
Sorry, it had to be done.
Warning. Collision imminent. Warning. Collision imminent.
Well, that was stupid, Matt.
Warning. Collision imminent. Warning. Collision imminent. Warning. Collision imminent.
Where the hell is the Normandy, man? Did they not try and find us after 2 days?
Joker, this is Shepard. I need a pickup, now.
Communication system damaged.
Damn it!
Evacuation protocols in effect. All personnel report to escape shuttles.
Where can I find an escape shuttle?
Take the lift from this room to the external access. From there, proceed to the communications tower. The remaining escape shuttles will be located on the tower's landing pad.
I have to get to that comm tower and take a shuttle. It's my only chance.
Well, would there have been a different way to resolve that? I feel like you had to take that shot. I feel like you had to take that shot, man. Come on, no more enemies. Come on now.
This looks interesting.
This really isn't the time for this. I can't believe they've put lootable stuff here. This is mental.
Warning. Alpha relay collision imminent. Evacuation is recommended. Warning. Alpha relay collision imminent. Evacuation is recommended. Normalizing pressure in airlock.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Really? Oh, sorry, Ava. Oh my. I'll save some ammo in case there's another one. Oh, I thought Ava was still there until it was too late. This lock-on is so frustrating in this mission. Is that it? Can we not leave now? Oh, we need to get Joker to come and get us, man.
External comm channel open.
Shepard to Normandy. Joker, do you read me?
What?
Shepard, you have become an annoyance. You fight against inevitability, dust struggling against cosmic winds. This seems a victory to you. A star system sacrificed. But even now, your greatest civilizations are doomed to fall. Your leaders will beg to serve us.
I'm not gonna go quietly into the night, mate.
Maybe you're right. Maybe we can't win this. But we'll fight you regardless. Just like we did Sovereign. Just like I'm doing now. However insignificant we might be, we will fight, we will sacrifice, and we will find a way. That's what humans do.
Know this as you die in vain. Your time will come. Your species will fall. Prepare yourselves for the arrival.
Commander Shepard, Normandy inbound for pickup.
Roger that.
Another running jump. Maybe not. Yeah, get through the relay before it blows up, man.
Get us out of here, Joker.
No voice acting for DLC. Wow. There's Hackett. Didn't expect that.
Huh. Looks like you've recovered.
Admiral Hackett.
Sounds like you went through hell down there. How are you feeling?
Fine. No more visions, if that's what you mean. I wasn't expecting to see you here.
You went out there as a favor to me. I decided to debrief you in person. That was before the mass relay exploded and destroyed an entire Batarian system. What the hell happened out there, Commander?
What do you think?
Have you received any intel about what happened?
All I know is I sent you out there to break Commander Kenson out of prison. And now an entire system is destroyed. I hope you could fill in the leap of logic between those two events.
I had no choice, mate.
I confirmed Dr. Kenson's proof. The Reapers were coming, and destroying that relay was the only way to stop them. Kenson sedated me for almost 2 days. I started the engines with little more than an hour left. I tried to warn the Batarian colony, but time ran out.
The Batarians report no survivors from Aratat. At least you tried. And you believe the Reaper invasion really was a threat?
No doubt about it. We literally had minutes to spare.
I'm sure all the details are in your report. I won't lie to you, Shepard. The Batarians will want blood, and there's just enough evidence for a witch hunt. And we don't want war with the Batarians. Not with the Reapers at the galaxy's edge.
What are you saying?
You did what you did for the best of reasons, but there were more than 300,000 Batarians in that system. All dead.
There really was no choice, mate.
They died to save trillions of lives. If I could have saved them, you bet your ass I would have.
You're preaching to the choir, Commander. If it were up to me, I'd give you a damn medal. Unfortunately, not everyone will see it that way.
So what do you suggest?
Evidence against you is shoddy at best. But at some point, you'll have to go to Earth and face the music. I can't stop it, but I can and will make them fight for it.
How did you get let on board? Cerberus vessel and everything.
I didn't expect to see you aboard a Cerberus vessel.
I don't like Cerberus or the way they do things. But they brought you back to life, and they're actually doing something about the state of the galaxy. Besides, I'm not so sure this is a Cerberus ship anymore. Right?
True. But I wonder if we would have done this pre-ending, whether the time of arrival would have just been completely different. Is this going to result in war?
Is the Alliance concerned about the Batarians' response to this incident?
Very. The Batarians have been looking for an excuse to wage war on us since we showed up in the galaxy. If the Reapers invade, we need the galaxy to work together. If we're at war with the Batarians, the other races will be hesitant to give aid to either side.
Is the Alliance prepared for a Reaper invasion?
That's hard to say. It took multiple fleets and the Destiny Ascension to bring Sovereign down, and that was just one Reaper. If the Reapers come in force, we're just not ready.
Yeah, thanks for the delay, Admiral. We've got the Geth, I think, now.
Thank you, Admiral.
Do whatever you have to do out here. But when Earth calls, you make sure you're there with your dress blues on, ready to take the hit. In the meantime, you keep this. I don't need to see a report to know you did the right thing.
Yes, sir.
You've done a hell of a thing, Commander.
Okay. Dr. Kenson was rescued from a Batarian prison on the planet Aratot, and Reaper confirmed her proof of a Reaper invasion. Shepard was captured by Kenson, who had been indoctrinated by a Reaper artifact. Shepard escaped and activated the project, destroying the Alpha Relay and ending the Reaper invasion. Dr. Kenson didn't survive. The Barhack system and all its inhabitants were destroyed. Maybe we could have saved Dr. Kenson then? Seems a bit cherry-picking, right, just to save her, considering everyone there was indoctrinated. Oof. That's been a long post-game episode, guys.
No messages for you, Commander.
Oh, you sure? Alright. Alright. Alright, alright. Let's pointlessly buy all the final upgrades. Whew. Ah. I wonder if the squad are going to have anything to say about this.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Later, better. Think I've cured Joker's condition. Sip, anything else?
I'll let you
We'll be here if you need me.
No, nothing. Alright. Let's just talk to Kelly.
How may I help you, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need it.
Alright, guys. Let's head up to our suite and I'll give final thoughts, I guess. It's a long episode. Who cares at this point? No. There we go. Alright, so I think that's the end of Mass Effect 2. I mean, there's not going to be any kind of time jump to 3, right? They're going to be here within a matter of months and years. Years and months. Travelling at faster than light speed without the relay. Interesting. I mean, it's setting this up to be a kind of Earth versus the Reapers thing almost, right? Because it's saying people aren't going to help us if we're at war with the Batarians. I feel like we do have some allies. The Geth, the Quarians, the Krogan, right? Maybe just probably not the Council races. But they're really coming and we're really going to have to stop them, so... Yeah. I've had a fantastic experience in Mass Effect 2, guys. I think you'll know that from everything I've said throughout the playthrough, how engaging I've found all of the storylines in the game, the philosophies, the theories, the ideas that have been brought up. It's really stimulating, isn't it? And I think that whatever things that like apart from them, like don't matter, because all that stuff is so engaging. It's just really enjoyable, right? Just to think about all the stuff that's presented and the decisions we've made, and then the kind of a lot of the minutiae really add to the experience, but just the general lore craft, I think, is what we all love about the game, or at least what I've loved about the game so far. So I can't really offer it any more of a compliment than that. Then I enjoy escaping here, and that's really the thing I love most about games is escape. And yeah, just to get out of life for however long and learn about somewhere different. And Mass Effect 2 has continued to build on that, but it seems like everything is coming to the forefront now, and the kind of almost carefree wasn't carefree, but that innocence that we felt in the first game is just kind of gone now. And I do feel like we're going to be fugitives, perhaps, for a period of time in the third game. No allies. This will be our ship. Sure, maybe we'll rename it, give it a fresh coat of paint, get rid of these Cerberus branded suits. In terms of some things I'd maybe like to see in the third game, I'd like to see some better ship cosmetics in terms of fashion Mass Effect. The armor's been okay. I'd just like to see a wider variety of stuff, and I'd be happy with that. Everything else I'm quite content with, to be honest. Get rid of the planet scanning, so a few new fun mini games. I'm perfectly fine with the combat. I'm sure there'll be a few new wrinkles added to it. And yeah, that has been Mass Effect 2. I don't think I can really say any more. I'm still having a great time, so I don't know when I'm going to start Mass Effect 3. It'll be sometime this week, but because this is like a 2-hour video, I don't know if YouTube's going to need like a week to process it. So we'll see when this actually goes up. So I hope you've enjoyed the journey in Mass Effect 2 as much as I have, guys. I'm sure I'll chat to you down in the comments about anything I forgot to bring up, because I will have forgotten to bring something up, and we'll have a nice chat. And yeah, I think it's interesting for you guys to let me know where you were at, you know, when you played this for the first time. Do you know what I mean? What were you expecting from the next game? How were you feeling about this experience, like right after playing it, when you hadn't played Mass Effect 3, and then yeah, that kind of fresh-faced experience of it. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the journey with me. As always, in terms of, you know, like not spoilery, quest order stuff for Mass Effect 3, like Arrival, you know, things that I might need to just have in my head and write down before I start, you can let me know those about Mass Effect 3. I'm all good with that. So I hope you've enjoyed the journey, guys. Leave me a like on the video if you've enjoyed it, and just remember, everybody, never trust an on crate. I'll see you in Mass Effect